Welcome into Tuesday, everyone. This is our Tuesday Tips for Parents series, and today we want to talk just a little bit about preparing your kids for the ever-hated end-of-grade testing. Again, before we get too much into that, if you have any particular questions about your kids, their behavior, is it normal for my kid to be doing this? I can't seem to get my child to participate or cooperate with me on this. You can always email us, text us, call us. Let us do a show on it, and let us just offer any suggestions that we may have. We have no perfect answers for anyone, but we may have a suggestion or recommendation or something that we know that another parent has done that would work. Our phone number is 336-270-6825 that you can text or call, or you can email to skillsforkids, SKILLZ, the number 4, KIDZ at outlook.com, and you can always quote or put a question below here for the video or below the video. So, end of grade testing, all the kids hate it. Seems like a lot of pressure to put on kids. As a matter of fact, I don't know, I think it would be too much for me as an adult. Like,
that's a lot.
Adults shouldn't have that much pressure, much less kids, and they have it at a really early age. So what we wanted to talk about today is just how to help kids through the pressure of it. We're not trying to be teachers and tell you how to make them make, all the best grades or anything else on the test, because testing is just an animal in and of itself sometimes. Sometimes the kids test well, sometimes they don't. So you may want to talk to your teacher about any particular testing strategies that may work best for them. What we want to talk about is your child's developmental stage and what may work to help lessen the amount of pressure and stress that they feel from the test. We all know, even from the teachers themselves, the teachers feel the pressure and the stress of the test, and that no matter how hard they try, that goes off onto the child. And the teachers begin having to stress, okay, we have to get through this material, it's going to be in your test. This is going to be in your test. We have testing coming up. You've got to do this. And it can just cause a lot of undue anxiety on the kids. So I think one of the best things is don't wait until 2 days before the test. Start now. End of grade testing will be coming up. Just start talking to them about it. How do you feel about your end of grade testing coming up? Are you nervous about it? Is it causing you, anxiety? The younger they are, the more careful you have to pick the word. They may not understand what anxiety is. Hey, is it making you nervous? Do you have butterflies in your tummy?
Is there anything you don't understand?
Yeah, and just start talking to them now and start letting them know that it's important for them to be eating really well, that it is important for them to be sleeping really good. Get them into the habit of it now. If they don't normally eat breakfast, go ahead and start trying to get them to eat some breakfast in the morning, so that when they get up the morning of the test, it's not like something brand new to them. Oh, you have to eat breakfast today. Make sure they're and let them know that no matter what, you're proud of them. What you want them to do is not be stressed out about it, not to worry about it, that they're really smart. They have been preparing for this all year long, and because they're so super smart, they're going to do tremendously well, and that you're proud of them no matter how they do. That what you want them to do is try their very best. That way the kids know you're on their side, you understand what they're going through, and that you're going to be proud of them. There are probably different questions you could ask to get them to open up about the test. One of the questions you said is just ask them if there's anything about the testing that they don't understand.
Definitely. Also, just helping them here and there with a subject that they might have trouble with. And just, like she said, just talking to them and easing their minds is a big one.
Yeah, and you can even ask them if there's something they don't understand about the test. This could be the first time that they're having to take it. Or even if they've taken end of grade testing before, it's their first time taking the 5th grade end of year test or the 3rd grade end of year test or whatever. Because if there's something that they feel like about the testing itself that they're nervous about or they don't understand, you could go with them to the teacher and say, hey, can you explain how this test is going to go to them? They're very nervous about it. Just knowing that they're not going to be able to talk during the test. Knowing up front that they're going to have to use certain pencils, that there may be people in the room that they don't know. They have proctors to come in to volunteer for the test just to help oversee the testing process. But that person's not there to be, hovering over you. They're just there to help out the teacher. I've done proctoring before, and you're really and truly, you're just there to help out the teacher. And you want the very best for the kids. I know from proctoring in middle school, you even have to go with the kids to the bathrooms. They're not allowed to do anything by themselves that day because they don't want the kids passing along information or trying to cheat or, the different things that can occur. So if your kids are aware of this and they're prepared for it, it's going to make them a lot less anxious. And again, I'm sure even with your kids, I know with mine, if they know that the parents are going to be proud of them for trying their absolute hardest, that takes a lot of the pressure off.
Absolutely. Just knowing that you care makes all the difference in the world to your kids. Just making sure that they know how proud you are of them and just that you really do care how they do and that you're there for them and there for anything that they need help with is a big difference.
Yeah, and again, I hope this helps. I know we have provided no earth-shattering information for you today. I hope it's just a reminder that the end of grade tests are coming up and how anxiety-driven it can be for your kids. The anxiety that they feel about this testing and the testing process sometimes is equivalent to a major work project that you have and there's a deadline for it and there's a big presentation for it, or something new that you're having to start with your job that you've never had to do before and you're very, very nervous about it, or maybe you got a promotion or you're doing a new area of the company, or sometimes, the in-laws coming for Christmas dinner, that kind of anxiety. It's relatable to that type of anxiety. And although to us, sometimes it can be a little silly because we've been through it, so it's not quite as nerve-wracking for us. But we have to remember and put ourselves into the age of the child and into their situation. And remember that it is just as much anxiety for them because they have not been through all of the school years that we have.
Right.
So again, I hope this is just a reminder. I hope it's very helpful. If you do have any particular questions or if you have suggestions for other parents, please comment below and put them there so that everybody can see them. If it was helpful to you or if you have a question about it, I promise you it would be helpful for somebody else and that somebody else has the exact same question. So be that brave one, the first one to put it on there for us. So we hope this has been great for you and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.